everyone. Matthew Leva from Patriot Glove Company. I wanted to go over some things with you guys because we get asked a lot from everybody via email, DM, text message, phone call. There is certain ways that you treat your glove, and I see some gloves, whether it be an A2000, Heart of the Hide, Pro Preferred, Our Glove, this, that, Mizuno, it doesn't matter. I see gloves after 6 months that are just torn back. And I hear people, even some of our competitors, they talk derogatory about their glove or this or that and say, well, it was a piece of junk, it lasted my son 1 season. And I'll look at, doesn't matter, A2000, Pro Preferred, this and that, and I'm like, there's no way that this glove was cared for in that, in that length of time. And it's not possible, because I mean, you can turn a $50 glove into a 10-year glove, and you can destroy an $800 glove inside of 6 months or 1 year. Now, especially with young kids, when you see them throwing their glove or frisbeeing their glove, you ask any college or pro scout, almost first thing they look for is how they treat their equipment, whether it be setting it down on end here. You don't share your glove with anybody. No one should be putting their hand in your glove. And one thing I see a lot with the younger generation, because their hands are small, this is a big question that gets asked, is what's going on with my palm? Now, this isn't our glove or this glove or that glove. Doesn't matter whose glove, they all do it equally. There's nobody who can fight against this, and that's called palm bubble. Now, mainly what that is it may be, it's half of user error. A lot of it is user error, and a lot of it is just their hands are small and don't reach all the way into the finger stalls if they're using too big of a glove for them. Now, when you're playing all five, it's going to happen more rather than chewing the pinky. But regardless, it doesn't matter. If you are squeezing incorrectly, a glove is not meant to be squeezed with these two fingers, with your index and your middle finger. Your squeezing should be happening here to here. These should be docile. These should be just about useless. They're holding your glove on. Now, if you're playing chewing the pinky, you're going to get that squeeze from here to here. If you're playing all five, you still can, depending on your glove model, is our Japan Elite. But inside here is when you'll start seeing palm bubble. It's essentially stretching out your palm leather, and if they're squeezing hard with their middle and index finger, they're gonna push and push and push, especially if the glove is not broken in and not ready yet. What that is they're squeezing a glove, with the wrong fingers, but the rest of this glove is not prepared to come with it. It hasn't been properly broken in. A kid gets a brand new glove, and they're like, oh my gosh, I wanna go outside and play catch with my friends. And they don't want to take the time to properly break in their hinges, back of their pocket, things like that, and get it to where it wants to close, okay? That's a huge thing. Now, does this destroy a glove? No, it's an aesthetic reason. You can still use the glove, but it's really ugly and no one wants to see it. I see coming into our shop every single day, doesn't matter who it is, A2000, a Wilson, a Rawlings, Mizuno, it doesn't matter. Every day I see gloves come in here that have palm bubbles, and I can tell you for certain they're probably under the age of 13. Now, I see a ton of 8, 9, 10, 11, 12-year-olds gloves who care for them, especially if they have a parent who knows what they're doing. And I can look at a glove and I can say, this kid really cares for his equipment. Because we have gloves here that have seen 30, 40, 50,000 ground balls nonstop. And they still, like this, lay open. They're perfect. They're in pristine shape because they've been cared for. I see gloves come in here that, again, are 6 months old, and they're destroyed because the kid, during practice, they'll frisbee them into the dugout and slam them around this and that, and that's just never going to work for any glove. Now, some gloves are more susceptible than others. Like when it comes to your A2000s and your Heart of the Hides, that's Wilson and Rawlings consumer grade glove. Some people may not understand that because they think, wow, I spend $350, $400 on a glove. Just because you paid that doesn't mean it's the top glove. You don't see pros out there using real A2000s and Heart of the Hides. It's not the glove you get for the most part that you walk into Dick's Sporting Goods and you buy. It's too heavy. It's not gonna work. But regardless of what you paid for it, you care for your equipment and it's gonna last you. Okay. We get asked how to care for their gloves all the time. Make sure they're properly broke in before using them. Oil, condition, your laces. Okay. I hear again, doesn't matter who makes the glove. Oh, I had a lace break in the first week or two. You probably prematurely, we don't hear that almost ever. I have heard it a couple of times. I actually just heard it a few weeks ago, but someone's dad decided to put a glove, unconditioned, brand new, raw, in front of a pitching machine and feeding balls, which, okay, that's fine. He said it was only at 75 miles an hour. And if you're slinging balls up into here in the wrong section of a glove, I guess you could break a lace prematurely. You need to get this lace stretched first. Once they stretch, you're fine. And it doesn't matter who makes it. You know, a lot of glove companies use subpar laces. That's a big known thing. And we don't, but it doesn't matter. Gloves, laces can and will break. It's only a matter of time. It's like changing the oil in your car. People ask that all the time. How often should I change my laces? I change my laces once a year. I haven't broken a lace in 10 years. The reason I don't break laces, because I don't let them get to that point. If you're playing a ton, go ask a pro how often. Honestly, they don't have a glove long enough to change the laces for the most part. But changing laces, maintaining laces, my laces, doesn't matter if here at the shop, in the house with my kids, laces are always nice. They feel nice. They're not curling into huge, they're not dried out. They're not being destroyed and prematurely breaking. So take care of your laces, take care of your leather, oil, condition. If you're in the middle of season, you're playing a lot, oil 3 to 4 weeks. If you're not playing, then just pay attention. You can kind of feel, you can see when your glove requires oil. So thanks for listening, guys. I just wanted to come at you with that. We've been asking a lot. So thanks, guys.